What's up, Taiwan? I had a friend ask if I liked teaching in Taiwan. Yeah, it's not too bad. The teaching is not too difficult in Taiwan. The only hard parts usually are just the students, really, because you might have really awesome classes with a lot of good students, but then there'll be classes that have a lot of bad students and not really a lot you can do about it. The students might get reprimanded, or they might get punished or in trouble. But a lot of them, their parents are paying a lot of money for them to be at the school, and a lot of schools will kind of still push them through. So what happens is sometimes a little middle to higher level classes will have some students who are below that class's level, especially like bushy bond style jobs. They'll be below the level of that class. So they really don't understand a lot that's happening in the class that you're teaching from that lesson, and instead they will just mess around, or they'll just try to talk in class or play or goof off. But those are like the bad students. So in all, it's not too bad. You have to be careful. If you don't know any Mandarin, then the bad kids will talk crap about you in Chinese. So you have to be careful about that. So learn a little bit, because they might call you pig or some nice fun nicknames. So you gotta catch on to that early and make sure they don't continue that in class. But overall, it's not too bad. You can, like I said, talk to other teachers and they'll be able to help sort it out for you. But again, the bad students kind of stay longer than they should, and the kids who are falling behind will get pushed up levels that they shouldn't, but because of money. Oh, I'll flip my camera around. My bad. But yeah, no, it's not. That's it. Again, teaching's not too bad. It's fun. You can make decent, good money. It depends on what school you work at. Some schools will make you do a lot of free labor compared to what is seen as normal in America for like working standards. Would be a little bit looser. You got to watch out for the contracts, because some schools will put in little I'm trying to think of the word for it. They'll put in some disclaimers in there, like the fine print. You have to read the fine print. So like per teaching hour, and maybe your classes are 40 minutes. So you get paid per hour, and your classes are 40 minutes. So that means the extra 20 minutes of prep time is you just kind of sitting. And a lot of times they like the foreign teachers to sit in the front office, because again, you are kind of like the mascot a little bit at like an English school or a cram school. So, they want you to interact with the kids. Their parents can see you. You got to be playful with the kids. You got to at least have a more uptight personality. If you're more serious and cold and I guess have a more stale personality, it's still easy to get a job, but the students might not like you because they want more fun or entertaining of a teacher. So, it might be more difficult to keep a job. You might, have to jump around a little bit. But yeah. So that's the only thing you have to watch out for is the contracts. They might have a little bit, sneaky wording in there that you have to kind of watch for, and make sure you're more of an energetic teacher. Because again, if you're a more energetic teacher, the kids, bond with you more, and the teachers are more fond of you. You also have to be accustomed when you first arrive in Taiwan as a teacher. The teachers might be open to you and okay, but the work culture is a lot more serious in Taiwan, and that particular school you might be working at maybe has a high turnover rate with foreign teachers. Like every year they have a new teacher, so maybe a lot of the Taiwanese teachers will be a little bit more cold in accepting you into like the kind of being like friendly and doing small talk, because again, they're more serious. They're focusing on their studies and work and preparing the lesson plans. And again, a lot of new teachers, especially from America or other countries, come in very excited and like hangout style, like I'm traveling Taiwan, I'm seeing new stuff, and you might be doing the teaching as kind of like a side thing. So a lot of schools kind of see you as that, as you're not you're not going to be there for long. So don't need to be too attached to you as a teacher. But that could be a bummer for a lot of new teachers, because like I said, you come in all excited and happy, like, yeah, and then your teachers might be kind of cold to you, or like not really standoffish, but like they don't embrace you as much. But again, that depends on your school, how much turnover that school has, how friendly you are, and how much you're willing to push for more of an interaction. I'm a talkative guy, so I was able to break in my school pretty easy after it took me a couple months before, because again, a lot of teachers kind of stay for like 1 year and then they leave, because it's, again, the money might be not as good as what they're making in the States, and then it's a lot more work, and then people kind of, again, you lose the glamour of traveling abroad and teaching after a couple months of just working a lot and having a couple off days and just working and off day, working and off day. It can kind of get tedious. And again, if your work environment is very serious, it can kind of be a downer for a lot of people who are new to traveling or new to Taiwan as a, for more of exploring style. So again, teaching's not bad. It's a good way to live abroad. Just make sure that you are more of a friendly teacher. You're willing to be energetic and kind of work with the school a little bit. So it's a win-win for both of you guys. Just got to be more energetic for the students, and got to be more talkative with the other coworkers, if they're teachers and teacher assistants, so you guys can have more of a friendly relationship and have expectations. Don't be, again, the teachers there are usually serious, and that's their job and their career choice. So it's very different than what you as a foreign teacher might be expecting. You have to remember that they take a lot more serious than you might be, and you just gotta win them over. Gotta use your friendly charm. All right, but yeah, that's all for today about teaching abroad. Again, it's not too bad. Watch out for contracts. It really depends on your school, because again, you could have a bad school and that kind of just sucks. Also, again, for you, depends on your personality, how you are. Are you a very open person? Are you a very friendly person, a talkative person? That will go a long ways in Taiwan. And to be honest, in most foreign countries, as a foreign teacher, if you're an English teacher in a lot of Asian countries, being a open, friendly, chatty person will give you a good baseline to do. All right, well, that's it. Peace, guys.